ఓం గణానాం త్వా గణపతిగుం హవామహే కవిం కవీనాముపమశ్రవస్తమం జ్యేష్ఠరాజం బ్రహ్మణాం బ్రహ్మణస్పత ఆన శృణ్వన్నో దివిः सीदसादनं మహాగణపతయే నమః। प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु वाग्देव्यै नमः। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः यशेम देवहितं यदायुः। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयम् करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करम् लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करम् शङ्कराचार्यम् केशवम् बादरायणम् सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। अशुभानि निराचष्टे तनोति शुभसन्ततिम् स्मृतिमात्रेण यत्पुंसाम् ब्रह्मतन्मङ्गलम् परम्। ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोः श्रुत्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे।
Mundaka Upanishad, which is the part of Atharvana Veda, has two khandas. Each khanda has 3 mundakas, 3 sections. We will chant the first mantra of the first section of the first chapter.
ॐ ब्रह्मा देवानां प्रथमः सम्बभूव।
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 विश्वस्य कर्ता भुवनस्य गोप्ता।
विश्वस्य कर्ता भुवनस्य गोप्ता।
विश्वस्य कर्ता भुवनस्य गोप्ता।
विश्वस्य कर्ता भुवनस्य गोप्ता।
स ब्रह्मविद्यां सर्वविद्याप्रतिष्ठाम्।
स ब्रह्मविद्यां सर्वविद्याप्रतिष्ठाम्।
स ब्रह्मविद्यां सर्वविद्याप्रतिष्ठाम्।
स ब्रह्मविद्यां सर्वविद्याप्रतिष्ठाम्।
अथर्वाय ज्येष्ठपुत्राय प्राह।
अथर्वाय ज्येष्ठपुत्राय प्राह।
अथर्वाय ज्येष्ठपुत्राय प्राह।
अथर्वाय ज्येष्ठपुत्राय प्राह।
First mantra and the second mantra will describe the glory of Atma Vidya. Atma Vidya is glorified because people can come with inspiration to learn that Atma Vidya. This glorification has 5 ideas. First one is description about the origin of this Atma Vidya. Second one is description about the Guru Parampara Mahima. Third one is Guru Lakshanam, who is eligible to teach this Vidya. Fourth one is Shishya Lakshanam, who is qualified to learn this Vidya. Then fifth one is need for a teacher to learn this. All these ideas are described in first 2 mantras. Brahma Devanam Pratamaha Sambhabhuva. Brahma means Chaturmukha Brahma. Devanam Pratamaha Sambhabhuva. He was the first manifestation of the creation. Devanam Pratamaha. Pratamaha means number 1. Mahan, superiority. Pratama, the word Pratama means superiority. Superiority with regard to the time and with regard to the quality. Before the manifestation of the other devatas and other jivas, this Chaturmukha Brahma manifested. Therefore, Pratamaha. This is one meaning. Another meaning is Mahan, Dharma Jnana Vairagya Aishwarya Sarvan Adishete iti Pratamaha. He is great. Among all jivas, he is the greatest one. In which sense? Dharma Jnana, Vairagya, Aishwarya. With regard to the knowledge about dharma, adharma, knowledge about the srishti, knowledge about oneself, knowledge about Ishvara, in all these things he is grandest. And with regard to Vairagyam also is the grandest one. Aishwarya, masterliness, Ishvara Bhava, with regard to Ishvara Bhava also is grandest. And Indradinam, Devanam, Gunai Pradhanaha. With regard to Atma Gunas, which are required for this knowledge, is grand. Sambhabhuva, Samyak Abhivektaha. Then he is given a portfolio called Vishwasrijanam, creation of the creation. Vishwasya Karta, Bhuvanasya Gopta. Vishwasya means Jagataha Karta, Utpadayita, then Gopta also, Palayita. Saha Brahma, Evam Prakhyata Mahattaha Brahma. With these glorious qualities, he learned this Vidya. To that Chaturmukha Brahma, who has all these qualifications and glories, this Brahma Vidya was given. What do you understand by that? In his Bhashyam, Bhagavan Shankara writes, Evam hi mahadbihi parama purushartha sadhanatvena guruna ayasena labdha vidya iti. To get manifestation as Chaturmukha Brahma, how much tapasya he would have done in the previous cycle. Therefore, this is the Vidya which was revealed to Chaturmukha Brahma. Then what he did? Atharvaya Jeshtaputraya Sarva Vidya Pratishtam Brahma Vidyam Praha. This Vidya was given to Atharva, another Rishi, who happened to be Jeshtaputraha. What is the Vidya given here to Jeshtaputra? Sarva Vidya Pratishta. This Vidya happened to be the essence of all Vidyas. One meaning. Another meaning is this Vidya validates all Vidya, and this Vidya is the source of all Vidya. Sarva Vidya Abhivyakti Hedutvat Sarva Vidya Pratishta. What is this Vidya? This Vidya is about the first person singular, about oneself. Therefore, it validates all Vidyas. In any statement, who comes first? First person singular. In any knowledge, who comes first? First person singular. The knower comes first. Unless a knower is known, knower cannot know anything. Therefore, Sarva Vidya Pratishta, Brahma Vidya, Paramatma Vidya. It is the Vidya about Brahman. It is the Vidya about Paramatma. It is Vidya about the Akhanda Vastu. Pratishtam is the word Parisamaptihi. Validation of all pursuits is possible only when you pursue this knowledge. One meaning. Another meaning is, you have any type of knowledge, you will not satisfaction that you have known that. The more you study in any field of knowledge, the more you will understand that you know less. Like our super specialist doctors. More and more you dwell in that particular field of knowledge, you will find that you are ignorant. More and more you are ignorant. But this Vidya does Jijnasa Parisamaptihi. Once for all, it removes the Jijnasa. Curiosity to know is removed by this Vidya. In all other Vidyas, curiosity to know will increase as even you go more and more. And you will find that entire life is not sufficient to know that Vidya which you want to know in any other field of knowledge. So, Parisamapanam will not happen in pursuit of any department of knowledge, but Parisamapanam will happen in this department of knowledge. So, this knowledge validates all other pursuits of all other department of knowledge, because first person singular should be known, then only which is known by the first person singular will be validated. In simple words, the knower should not be mental, correct? Then only he can know other knowledge. Having known other knowledge, suppose he doesn't know that I am human being. For example, I am telling, he is expert in psychology or physiology, any logy. He is expert, but suddenly he remembers whether he is human being or buffalo. He has confusion, suppose. What is the use of that knowledge? So, knowledge about first person singular must be stable. Then only knowledge in pursuit of any other department is validated. So, this knowledge of first person singular validates all other pursuits of any department of knowledge, correct? And this knowledge completes the pursuit of knowledge. Jijnasa Parisamapti happens In no other department of knowledge, Jignasa Parisamapanam will happen. Understood? So, Apara Vidya hi Avidya. Any other knowledge other than this knowledge is called Apara Vidya. Apara Vidya hi Avidya. It is ignorance only. You know anything other than yourself. Ultimately, you will tell what? I don't know. See the fun. Anything you know. Ultimately, you will be made to tell, sorry, I don't know. Therefore, only Bhagavan Shankara says, Apara Vidya is equal to Avidya. Because you yourself will tell, I don't know. Great scientists, what they say? You go on, question them. 2 levels, 3 levels, up to 3rd level, 4th level, they will answer. 5th level, one question you put, what they will say? We don't know. They can point out galaxies and black holes and other things, and finally they tell what? 95% of the space we don't know. Whatever we described is about 5% of space. If you ask, how you know 5% you know? How you know 95% you don't know? What will be the answer? No, it is a guess only. Because to say 5% or 95%, you need to know what is 100%. You yourself told 95% you don't know. Then all your words are blabbering. But this one, it is going to talk about yourself, first person singular. Once you know, you cannot say 5% I know, 95% I don't know. All this blabbering will not happen. Sarvosmi iti manyante. Aham sarvaha asmi. That's all. This is the knowledge. Aham sarvaha asmi. Aham brahma asmi. Mayeva sakalam jatam. Even if your head is cut, what you will tell? Mayeva sakalam jatam. There is no cutter, there is no cutting, there is no cut. Understood? That confirmation, that conviction, the total knowledge is possible only with regard to this Brahma Vidya. It's a beautiful description of Brahma Vidya. Therefore, Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, Devanam Pratamaha. First statement. Devanam Pratamaha Sambhabhuva. Second statement. By time wise, he is the first person to get manifestation. By guna, he is the grand. He has been given one portfolio called Vishwasrija, Vishwakarta, Vishwasya Karta, Bhuvanasya Gopta. Such a busiest person in the creation is given this knowledge. You cannot say, I am busy, I don't have time. Are you busy more than Brahma? Shastra will ask. Are you busy more than Brahma? Every moment of his life is intense activity. So you cannot avoid this. And such a great portfolio could be handled by Chaturmukha Brahma because of the presence of this knowledge in his mind. Without this knowledge, all his vyavaharas will be full of errors. Therefore, this knowledge helps you to lead your day-to-day life with all responsibilities. Vishwasya Karta, Bhuvanasya Gopta. Saha Brahma, Brahma Vidyam Praha. That's the statement. That Brahman, that Chaturmukha Brahman, taught this Brahma Vidya. And for that Brahma Vidya, one epithet is given, Sarva Vidya Pratishtam Brahma Vidyam Praha. That Vidya, which is the source of all other Vidyas, that Vidya which validates all other pursuit of Vidyas, that Vidya which fulfills the pursuit of knowledge, was given to Atharva Rishi, who happened to be Jeshta Putraha of Chaturmukha Brahma. Now you understood? You should know meaning of each word in the Upanishad mantram, and you should know how to connect many words as a statement. Then you understood the mantra. Then you have to probe into that statement and bring out the hidden meaning in the statement. What is the simple meaning? That Brahma Vidya, which is the essence of, source of all Vidyas, was revealed to first manifested Jiva Chaturmukha Brahma, who happened to be highly responsible and highly positioned and highly qualified individual. First statement. That highly qualified individual has given the same Vidya to his own son Atharva. This is the statement of the mantra. But in this statement, so many things are hidden. Qualification of the receiver is hidden. Greatness of the Brahma Vidya is hidden. And third one is, it is given. The Vidya is always given. The Vidya is always received, not discovered, not invented, not created. Apaurusheyatvam of this Vidya is mentioned. Understood? So, who is the creator of this Vidya? If you ask, Ishvaraha is the creator. Ishvara being Nitya Vastu, this Vidya also is Nitya Vastu. Ishvara is not created by any other Jiva. Ishvara doesn't come inside the created Jiva. Similarly, this Shastram also doesn't come inside the creation of the Jiva. Jiva creates varieties of ideas. So it is not an armchair philosophy. It is not Kapola Kalpitam of any Jiva. It is a gift to the Jiva, given by the Ishvara. Understood? So therefore, it is Apaurusheyam. It is Apaurusheyam. Since it is given to the grandest person at the beginning of the Srishti, it is a time-tested wisdom, and it is Parama Purushartham. Parama Purushartham means what? Highest achievement of an individual. And it is the source of all knowledge. To know this, you should know many knowledge. To know this Vidya, you should prepare with so many other types of knowledge. That is why Veda has Shadanga. So it is a time-tested wisdom. It was given to a grandest person, grandest in position, character, and responsibility. And it is given, therefore it is Apaurusheyam. It is not propounded by any individual. And it comes to the humanity by Guru Shishya Parampara. Since it comes to the humanity by Guru Shishya Parampara, to the Shishya it is always a gift. Therefore, Shishya cannot claim ownership on that. He cannot claim royalty for that. small thing people discover and claim royalty. So he can be a conveyor, that's all. He can be a conveyor to the next generation, and this Vidya is the highest possible Vidya, which satisfies the curiosity to know anything. Evam hi mahadbihi parama purushartha sadhanatvena guruna ayasena labdha vidya iti. This Guru Shishya Parampara is told. So next mantram will tell how the same Vidya is given to the next generation, next generation, next generation, like that. Second mantra.
अथर्वणेयां प्रवदेत ब्रह्मा
अथर्वणेयां प्रवदेत ब्रह्मा
अथर्वणेयां प्रवदेत ब्रह्मा
अथर्वणेयां प्रवदेत ब्रह्मा
अथर्वातां पुरोवाचाङ्गिरे ब्रह्मविद्याम्
अथर्वातां पुरोवाचाङ्गिरे ब्रह्मविद्याम्
अथर्वातां पुरोवाचाङ्गिरे ब्रह्मविद्याम्
अथर्वातां पुरोवाचाङ्गिरे ब्रह्मविद्याम्
स भारद्वाजाय सत्यवहाय प्राह
स भारद्वाजाय सत्यवहाय प्राह
स भारद्वाजाय सत्यवहाय प्राह
स भारद्वाजाय सत्यवहाय प्राह
भारद्वाजोऽङ्गिरसे परावराम्
भारद्वाजोऽङ्गिरसे परावराम्
भारद्वाजोऽङ्गिरसे परावराम्
भारद्वाजोऽङ्गिरसे परावराम्
Yam Vidyam Brahma Atharvane Pravadete. That Vidya which was gifted to Atharva Rishi by Chaturmukha Brahma, Tam Vidyam, Tam Brahma Vidyam Atharva Angire Uvacha. Like that you have to do Anvayam. In first line, what is there? Atharvane Yam Pravadeta Brahma Atharva Tam Purovacha Angire Brahma Vidya. That's the first line. How to make Anvayam? Yam Brahma Vidyam Brahma Atharvane Pravadete Tam Brahma Vidyam Pura Angire Uvacha. Then Saha Angihi. Angir is the name of the Rishi. First generation is Chaturmukha Brahma. Second generation is Atharva. Third generation is Angir. Then that Angir Satyavahaya Bharadvajaya Praha. Angir told to Bharadvaja, who happened to be Satyavahaya. Satyavahaya means one who is carrying Satyam with him. That means Satya Sandhaya, one who is carrying Satyam as a grand treasure in his life. Satyavahaya, Satya Sandhaya Bharadvajaya Praha. This is one meaning. Another meaning, Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, the Satyavaha can be a noun also. Bharadvajaha can be Gotram. First meaning is Bharadvajaha is the noun, proper noun of a person. And Satyavaha becomes attribute. Second meaning is Bharadvajaha is an attribute. Bharadvaja Gotra Utpannaha, Bharadvajaha. And the name of the person is Satyavaha. Whatever way you take it. That is the grandness of Bhagavan Shankara. He will give options. In whatever way. Either you take it as Bharadvajaha or you take it as Satyavaha. Bharadvaja Gotraya Satyavaha Namne Shishyaya. The Nama of the Shishya is what? either Bharadwaja or Satyavaha. We will take Bharadwaja for our convenience because Bharadwaja is a known name in Ramayana. Bharadwaja Rishi. Who gave this knowledge? Angir. So, Saha Angihi Satyavahaya Bharadwajaya Praha. Fourth generation Bharadwaja Rishi. Bharadwajaha Angirase Praha. Fifth generation. Last portion of the second line. Bharadwajaha Angirase Praha. So, 5 generation has come. First generation Chaturmukha Brahma, second generation Atharva, third generation Angir or Angihi, fourth generation is Bharadwajaha, fifth generation is Angiras. What they told? Brahma Vidyam. Which Brahma Vidyam? Yam Brahma Vidyam. Chaturmukha Brahma taught to his son. What is that Brahma Vidya? Paravaram Vidya, it is called. It is called Paravaram Vidya. What do you mean by Paravaram Vidya? There are two meanings. Parasmat, avarena prapta vidya iti Paravaram Vidya. That Vidya which is received from others. That Vidya which is received from the great person by the ignorant person. That means what? It is a gift. No one can claim ownership for this, nor they can claim royalty for this. It is a gift. So, Parampara Praptam. It is called Parampara Praptam. This is what mentioned in Bhagavad Gita by Bhagavan. Evam Parampara Praptam Imam Rajarshayo Viduhu. There Bhagavan points out another parampara, that is Surya Parampara. So, Parasmat, avarena prapta vidya iti flows from the wise to the ignorant. Para, avara. Para means wise, great. Avara means inferior, ignorant. So, wise man is superior, ignorant is, Shishya is inferior. From superior wise man to the inferior ignorant it was given. What does it mean? There is an idea hidden in this statement. No Shishya has the right to command the teacher to teach him. It's all received by humility. Shishya must be always avaraha. Even after knowledge, even after gaining the knowledge, the Shishya cannot say, "Oh Gurudev, you have taught me, I am everything. Why can't you do Pada Seva to me at least one time? Why can't we exchange our position?" No, you cannot exchange your position at any cost. You can be Guru for another person, but you cannot be greater than your own Guru. So, Paraha, Parasmat, Avaraha, Avarena, Prapta Vidya. This is one meaning. Another meaning is Paravidya, Aparavidya. Upanishad itself is going to classify the Vidya as Paravidya. The Vidya about first person singular is called Paravidya. The Vidya about anything and everything other than the first person singular is called Aparavidya. Aparavidya is called Avaravidya. Avara means inferior one. The knowledge about anything other than you is inferior compared to the knowledge about yourself. So, knowledge about first person singular is the great one. Knowledge about any other thing other than first person singular is inferior one. So, Para Avara Vidya means what? The Vidya which encompasses all Vidya. Second meaning. Para Avara Sarva Vidya Vishaya Vyaptehe. How can you say this Brahma Vidya involves all other Vidya? By knowing this Brahma Vidya, can I make coffee Vidya? Can I learn how to make idli? Because idli making is not easy. It is given to only Tamilians. You may get idli anywhere, but the idli you get in Tamil Nadu is different idli. So, by knowing, by having this Vidya, will I have all types of Vidya? Shastra says yes. How is it? How is it? Shastra will explain in future. That knowledge which you mention is known by someone. Correct? That someone is you. Therefore, you know that Vidya. Your mind may not know that Vidya. How to make pizza, burger. The Swami born and brought up in Tamil Nadu can never know. But the Swami claims, I know all Vidyas. How it is possible? The knowledge of making pizza and burger is known to someone. That someone is this Swami. So this Swami knows that Vidya through the mind of that person. Aham sarvosmi. Understood? Therefore, para avana vidya means sarva vidya vishaya vyaptehe. So these two mantras point out the grandness of the Vidya. See, if you observe, for appearance, what is told? Guru Shishya Parampara is told, nothing else is told. In the mantra, word by word meaning you go. What is told? Name of the Vidya is told. Guru Parampara names are told. Correct? This much only told. How grand Bhagavan Shankaracharya to bring out all these ideas in these two mantras. He writes a beautiful bhashyam. In that bhashyam, all these ideas are hidden. Evam hi mahadbihi parama purushartha sadhanatvena guruna ayasena labdha vidya iti. Why the Upanishad glorifies itself? Why it is doing tam-tam? Here Bhagavan Shankara says, Shrotru buddhi prarochanaya vidyam mahi karoti. In order to inspire the student. Stutya prarocitayam hi vidyayam sadhara pravartayaran iti. With all seriousness, they will approach the Vidya. Otherwise, window shopping. Otherwise, the approach of the people will be what? Window shopping. That's what going on everywhere. Window shopping. By window shopping, you won't get anything. So, sadhara pravarteran iti. With all seriousness, this Vidya has to be approached. The person in the parampara is wonderful person with all qualification. What is the qualification to be in this parampara? Sadhutvam. Nobility is the qualification. Nobility is the qualification. Therefore only he never claims that I have given something to someone, even after giving everything. Because he knows this Vidya is like a Ganga, perennial. Asya mahato bhutasya nishvasitam kyetate yad rigvedo yajurveda samavetaha iti. It is Bhagavan's breath handed over to me. Like Anjaneya was handed over to Vayu Deva by Bhagavan Rudra. It is Bhagavan's breath handed over to me, to be handed over to Anjana Devi. In that process, Vayu Bhagavan get what name? Dharma Pita. Dharma Pita of Anjaneya Swami is Vayu Bhagavan. Actual Pita of Anjaneya Swami is Rudraha. Deha Pita of Anjaneya Swami is Kesari Maharaj. You understand? So, the gift is given by the Lord to be handed over to the next generation. I am mere carrier. You have to imagine the scene. Bhagavan Rudra commands Vayu Bhagavan to come. Then Vayu Bhagavan comes and stands in front of Rudra. Then Rudra says, there is going to be a great drama. I also want to participate in that drama as the grandest Rama Bhakta. So therefore, Bhagavan Vishnu is going to take the avatar of Rama. So I will be his devotee. So I am handing over my prana to you. You please hand over to Anjana Devi. She is doing lot of tapasya. When Rudra says, there is a possibility of Vayu Bhagavan rejecting or accepting. Ponga Bhagavan. I won't carry. Okay, no problem. I will select another person. So what was the reaction of the Vayu Bhagavan? Aha, what a grand opportunity to be the carrier of your pranam. This is the attitude of every Guru in the Guru Shishya Parampara. When it was handed over to Anjana Devi, what was the response from the side of Anjana Devi? How blessed I am. I asked for a child, but Rudra comes as my child. So received with all gratitude, handed over with all gratitude. In which Vidya this is possible? Up to receiving, the person will be like this. After receiving, the person will be puffed up with all arrogance. This is the one knowledge where there is no place for arrogance. This is the one knowledge which is received by sadhutvam, by humility, with purity. You understand now? Therefore only, every acharya in this parampara considers himself as the servant of the Lord, even though he knows that in reality he is equal to Ishvara. Mayeva sakalam jatam, mayi sarvam pratishtitam, he knows. But still he allows his individuality to be trampled on, either by Srishti or by society or by Lord or by Shishya. Like a ghat situated on the Ganga river. Ghat, you know, ghat, the approaching place. Through ghat alone you can approach Ganga river, because you cannot approach Ganga river directly. He will carry away you. So slowly you have to approach Ganga river, where steps are given. Stages of approaching the Ganga river is given. Understood? One thing you cannot do in Ganga river, what do you know? Jumping in Ganga river is dangerous. Other rivers you can jump, but in Ganga river you cannot jump. Where she will take you, only Bhagavan knows, because she is very ferocious. So, this knowledge is perennial, like Ganga, originated from Ishvara's mind. Entire humanity, beginning from Chaturmukha Brahma, received it. No one can have ownership for it. With all gratitude it was received, and with all gratitude it was handed over to the next generation without adding anything, without deleting anything from it. Very difficult. We will add masalas. Kapola kalpitam will be added. But in this handing over, there is neither deletion nor addition. That is why any person who says, I have found out something grand in spiritual life, which is not found out in the Veda Pramanam. If anybody says, thank you very much, take this offering, we will go away from you, you live according to your whims. We will tell. Like that, many told, among them two are famous, Mahavira and Gautama Buddha. They told, I have found out something grand in spiritual life, which is not found out in the Veda Pramanam. It is a lie. But still, when they told, what we told? Thank you very much. Take this offering. Padallam kudichom. Sadhus illaya. They are sannyasis. Therefore, they were given something to eat. Then salute. We will not follow you. Understood? So nobody can squeeze their mustache. Why you know? All are devoid of mustache. That is that is why sannyasis are cleanly shaven. Mundaka vratam. What is the Mundaka vratam? Head is shaven. What is the indication of shaving the head? Humility. The receiver must be humble enough to receive. Those who received it with all gratitude, and they paid the price for that. In order to learn this Vidya, Anjaneya Swami goes to Surya Loka. Bhagavan Surya was the teacher. He did not accept him casually. He has given lot of examination to Anjaneya Swami. Anjaneya Swami managed to pass all examinations. Then it was given. Similarly, every Shishya gains this knowledge by paying price. What is the price? What is the price? The very important price for this is what? Ahankara Rahityam, Abhimana Rahityam. One should not be arrogant, either with regard to his physical strength or intellectual strength or emotional strength, strength of wealth, strength of power, position. Nobody can command the teacher and get this knowledge. And they are utterly sincere and utterly fearless also. To receive this Vidya, they were ready to pay any price because they are fearless and truthful. So, this is a Vidya having Ishvara as its source, being perennial in its nature. Nobody can destroy this Vidya. When Hiranyakashipu himself could not do, what to talk about others? Recently, some politicians are talking about destroying Sanatana Dharma, this, that. Useless. They will be destroyed. Their physical frame will be destroyed. So this Vidya cannot be destroyed because this Vidya is the Adhara for entire creation. How can you say, Swami, this Vidya is Adhara for entire creation? Yes. This Vidya is about first person singular. First person singular is Adhara for entire creation. Creation cannot prove its existence without this first person singular. The ocean cannot say, I am ocean. You only can say, this is ocean. Understood? It is about first person singular. It is about the consciousness which doesn't require anything to prove its existence. All other objects in the creation are Jadam. They require the presence of this first person singular conscious entity to prove their existence. Therefore, this Vidya is center of the entire creation. why this creation is created. If anybody asks, to learn this Brahma Vidya is the answer. To learn this Brahma Vidya is the answer. Simple. This is a school. This creation is a school. Syllabus is what? Brahma Vidya. Can I learn? You can learn. After learning many things. A for apple, you have to begin. So it is the highest one and it purifies every heart wherever it goes. Like Ganga, the sparsha of Ganga purifies one's heart and body. Similarly, tanoti shubha santatim smriti matrena yatpumsa brahmatan mangalam param. Ati kalyana rupatvat nitya kalyana samshayat Ati kalyana rupatvat nitya kalyana samshayat nitya kalyana nitya mangalam ati kalyanam ati mangalam. Whatever you consider as mangalam, auspicious, cannot stand as mangalam in front of this vidya. Therefore, it purifies all, it gives auspiciousness to all, and flows from para to avara. Always flowing will be what? From higher altitude to the lower altitude. Like Mother Ganga, from Akasha Ganga. See, I had a wonderful experience in 2008. After receiving sannyasa, I wanted to know from where this Mother Ganga is originated. Many people told it is from Gangotri. So I went to Gangotri, walking. Then I found, before Gangotri, there is a river flowing. I asked that sadhu. Sadhus were there. I asked, that is Akasha Ganga, they told. Akasha Ganga, from where? From Gomukh, they told. So I went Gomukh, 3 days walking. Okay. Then there is a glacier. From that glacier, a river begins. Then what is there beyond that glacier, I asked? Surya Kund. From there, water comes. Acha, what is that? What is that? Swarga Ganga, they told. Same Ganga only. Name only is added one by one. Then I wanted to go to Surya Kund. Surya Kund is you have to walk another 5 days. Above that, one more place is there. Like that Swami told. Then from where it comes, I asked. Nobody knows. It is from Akasha. Mother Ganga comes in the form of clouds and settles in Himalayan ranges and flows having varieties of names. So you cannot find out the moolam of Mother Ganga. In one place, one name she has. The substance is same. Swarga Ganga, Akasha Ganga, Mandakini, Alakanandini, Bhagirathi. Then in Haridwar, Ganga. From Haridwar only the Ganga word comes. Before that, varieties of names. But everywhere water was flowing beyond the point which they mention as the origin point. 2 months. To understand this fact, it took to me 2 months because I have to walk everywhere. Like that, you cannot find out the source of this Vidya. It is always hidden with Ishvara. And it is perennial. When it is began, we don't know. Even if it disappears in the Bhuloka, Ganga is flowing in Devaloka also. Actually, it was flowing in Devaloka and it was brought to Bhuloka by Bhagiratha Rishi. Understood? So, this Vidya will not have destruction at all. If it is not required in the Bhumi, it will be given to other lokas, other jivas. But in Bhumi, it is received by People who are humble, truthful, loving, fearless, and who are interested in gaining this knowledge. This Vidya is given, and those who receive this Vidya happily hand over this Vidya at free of cost to the next generation, allowing themselves to be trampled on to preach this Vidya in the Western world to the modern mind. How much difficulties the Swami Vivekananda Maharaj gone through. He was literally trampled. There was one lecture bureau which arranges programs in Western country, in USA. When Swami Vivekananda went, they approached Swami Vivekananda, then they told, we will arrange for audience and we will charge the audience. One portion of the money will be given to you, like that. And Swamiji, without knowing what is their intention, he has signed the agreement. And that fellow was minting money by Swami Vivekananda Maharaj. Vivekananda Maharaj did not have enough money even to eat. So literally he was trampled. But Swami Vivekananda Maharaj has gone through all humiliations. Even being poisoned, being driven away from homes, with all scandals, with all character assassination. He has gone through experience of character assassination. Still, he was humble, sincere in handing over this Vidya to few minds who qualified. Among them, Sister Nivedita, Xavier. They were waiting for this Vidya. The teacher has to go through all these trials and tribulations to hand over this Vidya to the receiver. See the gratitude of the teacher. Like a god, he stays near Ganga, never having any ownership for Ganga, allowing people to trample on him with all happiness. The god says, please go, touch the Ganga, get purification, have life in your life. So every Acharya is compared to God. I hope that you understand what is the meaning of God. A step which allows the person to reach Ganga river. He never claims ownership for that Ganga. He never charges anything for that Ganga. So no payment, no charge, Vidya. That is why it is great Vidya. No Vidya is taught without payment. Understood? So this is the grandness of Vidya. Third mantra will talk about the Shishya Laksha. We will see in the next class. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.
सुरेश्वरि भगवती गंगे त्रिभुवनतारिणि तरलतरंगे शंकर मौलिनि वासिनि विमले मम मतिरास्तां तव पदकमले भागीरथी सुखदायिनी मातः तव जल महिमा निगमे ज्ञातः नाहं जाने तव महिमानं रागि कृपामयि मामज्ञानम् हरिपदपाद्यतरङ्गिनि गङ्गे हिमविधौमुक्ताधवलतरङ्गे नूरीकुरु मम कृपया भवसागरतारम् तव जलममलम् येन निपीतम् परमपदम् खलु तेन गृहीतम् मातर्गङ्गे त्वयि भक्तः किल तम् द्रष्टुम् नयमशक्तः पतितो धारिणि जाह्नवी गङ्गे खण्डितगिरिवरमण्डितभङ्गे विश्वजननि खलु मुनिवरकन्ये पतितनिवारिणि त्रिभुवनधन्ये फलतामिव फलदां लोके प्रणमति यस्मात् न पतति शोके पारावारविहारिणि गङ्गे विबुधवधूकृतकरलापाङ्गे तव कृपया चेत् स्रोतस्नातः पुनरपि जठरे सोऽपि न जातः नरकनिवारिणि जाह्नवी गङ्गे कलुषविनाशिनि महिमोदुङ्गे परिलसरङ्गे पुण्यतरङ्गे जय जय जाह्नवी करुणापाङ्गे इन्द्रमुकुटमणिराजितचरणे सुखदे शुभदे सेवकचरणे रोगम् शोकम् पापम् तापम् हर मे भगवति कुमपि कलापम् त्रिभुवनसारे वसुधाहारे त्वमसि गतिर्मम खलु संसारे अलकानन्दे परमानन्दे कुरु मयि करुणां मातरवन्द्ये तव दत्तनिकटे यस्य निवासः खलु वैकुण्ठे तस्य निवासः वरमिह नीरे कमथो मीनः किं वा वीरे सरटः क्षीणः अथ गौव्यूतो स्वपशोधीनो न पुनर्दूरे नृपतिकुलीनः ओ भुवनेश्वरि पुण्ये धन्ये देवी द्रवमयि मुनिवरकन्ये गङ्गास्तवमिमम् अमलं नृत्यं पठति नरो यस्सृजयति सत्यम् येषां हृदये गङ्गा भक्तिः